What's up, white people? No, all people. What's going on? All people. People are people. We're all people, right? Did it make any sense? I don't think so. Anyway, this is the Objective Jerk. I'm said jerk. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? How are you doing? I know a lot of you are good. A lot of you are having mental breakdowns. Man, got typhoons just like coming in like one right after the other, like it's a conveyor belt here in the Philippines. Getting pounded, just like the Democrats did in the election. Oh man, I saw a joke. I kind of stole. So I posted something. It was somebody said something different and it inspired me. I mean, it's basically the same thing. I didn't steal it, but I have borrowed heavily from it. But this is what I posted. Democrats. What did I say? Democrats were beat up so bad by the red wave that FEMA's sending them $750. Good times, dude. Now Democrats are just. And have you seen the freakouts and the tantrums, which I knew was coming? But dude, it's been so great. Like, it has been insane. They are wow. Mental insane asylums need to come back. These people need a place to stay, you know? They need some help. But yeah, it's crazy. They're attacking each other, blaming each other. And what's funny is, like, he won, Trump won the electoral vote, he won the popular vote, and yet still they think that their concerns are right and more important. And I'm not saying that their concerns are not important, but you have to just realize that, you know what, that's not what the majority people think is the most important thing right now, you know? But they just don't get it, dude. Liberals are so mentally inept to think from a different perspective that you just see how stupid and crazy they are, you know? Like, it's almost like the German people, when World War II ended, you know, the ones that were avid, followers and thinking they were right, but then come to find out they had concentration camps and they were murdering millions and millions of people. It's almost like individuals that had that happen, but still believed in the cause. Oh no, it's okay. We're still right. You know what I mean? And they're like, but you're the Nazis. Really? How are we the Nazis? How are we the racist when they're the ones that are like fighting for segregation? And it's just like, you had the individual that's in charge of FEMA telling people not to aid anybody that's a Trump supporter. I mean, the list just goes on, dude. Like, it's just insane. Liberalism is a mental disorder. That's not a hashtag. That's not a joke. It's fact. Liberalism, they have a mental disorder. And not all of them. A lot of them are kind of seeing the writing on the wall finally. They're like, oh man, okay, well, let's keep living and just continue on. But some people just can't handle it. And they're freaking out. And they're the ones that are just, they're the ones that will never, no matter what. Jesus could come down, literally, from this, everybody would see it, would come down and blah, 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 this and that, and, Christianity is right, this is how it should be, this, and they still would be like, nope. They won't believe it. They won't, because they're so stupid. I don't know. It's like, how many times do you have to show I don't know, it's like, even when you see the votes, when you see all the votes for the past, how many elections, right? They're all roughly the same, right? the amount of Democrats that voted, the amount of Republicans. But then all of a sudden, 2020, when Biden, dude, 20 something extra million votes. Where did that come from? What's, like that right there shows without a doubt that the election was stolen, that they cheated. Right there. But no, they're just like, well, where are all those people? How come they didn't vote this time? Because they're not real, stupid fuck. Sorry, I'm trying not to say the F word. It's hard though. But yeah, like it's insane. Like, I mean, it was expected when Trump won. I was like, oh, dude, here comes the crazy liberalism. It's going to be full. But it's been way more than I expected. Like, it's just crazy. But yeah, it's good times. Good times for many, not so good for others. But anyway, I don't want to talk about politics, even though I just did. I actually wanted to kind of talk about a character arc. So, I don't watch movies very often, especially new movies. Like I gotta force myself to watch movies. Like there's movies on Netflix and whatever that I'm like, oh, maybe give this a shot. But it's like, it's not just the fact that I think stuff is written bad or whatever. But it's like I'm just not. They Hollywood and everybody just fucked up. Said it again, so bad that I don't even care. It's not even like I'm trying to not care. I don't care anymore. So I have no urge to watch anything. It's like there's no, and it's kind of sucks because I used to be really into movies, But I mean, I guess it's probably a good thing, really, in the end, in the long run. But so I finally did sit down and watch a movie that's been on Netflix for a little bit now. It's a sequel. And I watched it, and it was about what I expected. But there's one character in this film that just, and he's got like one of the greatest character arcs in movie history. Okay? And I'm talking about, Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker's a pussy. Okay? He's a douche. Especially the guy that plays him. He's an even bigger douche. Rambo, he starts off PTSD veteran and whatever, and it comes back home to Arizona to fight some cartel or something. Pussy, right? Besides, not really much of a character arc. I mean, a little bit, maybe, but the greatest character arc in film history, and this is a span over like 20 years, 3 films, is the infamous Reggie. Reggie from Bad Boys. You guys know what I'm talking about? So I watched the 4th Bad Boys. I think it's Ride or Die is what it's called. And the greatest part in the whole movie is when Reggie is defending his home from the cartel members. That was almost as good as the Batman scene, the Batman warehouse scene in the Batman Superman film. Like, that was badass. And not just because it was cool, whatever, but because it was Reggie, man. I remember watching, I'm older, so Bad Boys, I liked it a lot. Bad Boys 2, I liked it a lot. 3, okay. I don't know, they're all pretty good in their own ways, right? But I just remember watching Bad Boys 2 when Reggie comes over to pick up, Martin's, his name's not Martin, what is it? So it's Michael Lowry. And, dang, what's his name in the movie? Can't remember. Anyway, Martin Lawrence, Will Smith, right? But they go to pick up his, he comes to pick up his daughter. He's really tall. He's like 15. And he's like, hi, my name's Reggie. I'm here to pick up your daughter for... And they're like, what? How old are you? They're all giving him kinds of crap. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about, right? But I just always felt bad for Reggie, man, because he stood there and he took it. He's trying to be, didn't go off running. He's just, trying to deal with the psycho father and the uncle, right? And then, 20 years later? That's crazy, 20 years. I remember thinking from Bad Boys to Bad Boys 2, I was like, God, there's such a huge gap in between those. But then after Bad Boy 2, between 2 and 3, it's like 20 years. Anyway, um, and then in Bad Boys 3, it shows him briefly as a Marine. He's had a child with Martin's daughter and whatever, but they're not married or something like that, right? And I was just like, oh, there's Red. I always thought that was cool. So then in this one, it shows him at home and he's there playing some Xbox, and I'm like, hey, Reggie's there still. It's like, oh, that's cool, right? And he's still getting shit from Martin and this and that. And then he's sitting there playing his games, and then Martin calls him, and he's like, Reggie, we got incoming. And he's just like, fucking jar head turns on, closes the jar to the jar head, and he just goes out and fucking massacres all these dudes like nothing, I mean, I think he was still playing his video game at the same time. He's killing them all, playing a little bit of his game, and then going back. Like, he just went through and made light work of it. It was nothing. It was nothing, right? And it was just like, dude, that's badass. And they're all back there watching. They're like, damn, and they're all. And then at the very end, when he wants to grill his chicken, and they're all like, man, get out of here. But then they're like, he's still there. They're like, dude, he killed like 15 people. And so they went and did their things, and they let Reggie grill his chicken, and he smiled. That right there was like, yes, that is a character arc right there. I think that, I don't know, that made that right there alone makes the Bad Boys films great. Just that alone, just Reggie. Showing Reggie, even though he had like a minute part in the other two movies, you know what I mean? Yeah. So if they do another Bad Boys, which they probably will, because I think the last one did pretty good. Reggie needs to. How long has he been in now? I guess I don't know. Either no, he can't retire. I don't think. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't. I don't think it said. I don't remember what rank he was. Maybe. Anyway, semantics, right? He needs to retire or just get out and join the Miami PD and continue on, because that was pretty cool. And I don't know, for some reason I was just always liked Reggie, man. And I think a lot of people did. So bring back more Reggie. Let's see Reggie. I'm all for it. So that made the movie. So I'm watching the movie and I was enjoying some stuff. It was more of the same thing, give or take. But it was fun. But Reggie made the movie great. And then Reggie's character arc makes all the Bad Boys, 2, 3, and 4 that much better. I just think that's cool. Kind of sucks that not everybody was able to return. Like, what's his face's wife? I don't know. She just didn't want to do it. Like, I was surprised she was there in the last one. And then I kind of forgot that at the beginning when it shows the wedding and it's got a picture of the captain. I was like, did he die? Like, I totally forgot that he got killed in the last one. Like, I have to watch the last one again. Like, I did not like the last one, but I don't know. I'll have to watch it again, but yeah. So I mean, that's that was kind of nice. I did enjoy Reggie's character arc. That was pretty cool. Other than that, yeah, I don't know. I've been kind of on like a weird horror thing. Sort of. Like, I tried watching Dawn of the Dead, the original one. The 77, 78, something like that. It's actually on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube. There's a lot of movies, older movies that you can watch on YouTube in its entirety. But it's, man, even though like a lot of it's really good, but the zombies just look hokey compared to what they do now. You know what I mean? Like, I understand back in the day, it was like, and it was all done by what's his face? I can't think of his name, but he's this guy. He was in From Dusk Till Dawn. He was what was his name in that? Remember the guy that had the little gun strap-on thing? God, what was his name? Mean Machine or something like that. Something like that. So he's, he started out actually as an actor, then he started learning how to do um, makeup effects and everything like that. So he's, so he did the original Dawn of the Dead, and he's done Friday the 13th, all kinds of other ones. But so at the time, and some of that stuff was like, dude, like some of this stuff is most of the effects is fine, but it's just, the green look of the zombies just looks like something now that's out of high school, So it's kind of hard to kind of really. I started watching it, and I was liking the music and just kind of where it was going and this and that. But then when the zombies started coming out, and they're just like, and they're just painted green, it was like, it's kind of hard to. I don't know. It sucks because I never seen the original one. I don't think. Maybe when I was younger, but I don't think I did. Another movie that he did was Creepshow, or Creepshow 2. Was the second one? I remember that movie freaking me out as a kid. I think it was Creepshow 2. The monster underneath the staircase. Dude, that freaked me out as a kid. I remember that. But yeah, it's just, it kind of sucks because, like, it all looks pretty good. The guy's head blowing up and all that kind of stuff looks fine. And I think practical stuff holds up so much better than CGI, I mean, practical stuff from 40 years ago or more holds up better than CGI from like 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So practical is so much better. They need to do practical and just use CGI to kind of make it look a little bit better. Get rid of the little strings or whatever. Just but keep it practical, man. It looks so much better. It holds up so much better. But except, yeah, it's just, the green skin looking zombie just looks kind of weird. So I wasn't able to watch it. I might try it again, but I don't know.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Thanks again for listening to The Objective Jerk. I greatly appreciate it. If you could like, subscribe, comment on wherever you're finding this, and you can also email me at theobjectivejerk@gmail.com. So hope you're enjoying it, and please continue on with the episode. But yeah, I don't know. So that's all that's been going on with me. Just kind of under the weather. Not feeling so hot. Yesterday I was feeling better. My wife got a bunch of rice grain from a property that she has, and we had to so they lay out their rice here on the side of the road to kind of dry it out. So we laid it out, and I had to go out there and kind of stir it. But then it was going to rain, so we had to collect it really quick. So now I got a bunch of bags of rice, but it's not milled rice yet. It's still it's, still in its, it's been harvested, but not completely, or it hasn't been milled, So it comes in like a seed, like a little pod, and then you mill it, and then kind of the rice comes out, or rices, I don't know, but I don't know. I was doing that yesterday. Took a shower, and then my wife's like, "We gotta get the rice," and then I go out there and I sweat my balls off. And then it was one of my son's birthday yesterday, and I ordered him a video game that he'd been wanting for a while, and thankfully it came in yesterday, so that was kind of cool. I thought I was gonna have to give him a little note saying, "Hey, we got you this, but it's not here yet." But so it came in, but it's like a defect or something. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't play. So I just returned it, exchanged for a new one with Amazon, but I got to ship the other one back. So kind of sucks. But I mean, he's all right. He's got it, so he's happy. Maybe he can't play it right now, but he knows he's got it. So that's the other thing too, man. Is so he's got a PS4, and how long has PS5 been out now? 4 or 5 years, something like that. I can't get myself to buy one at $500. It's got to be really close to 400 for me to kind of okay, that's decent enough to, It's just crazy how much stuff is. And it's it's never going to go down in price until, they're a year or two out from PlayStation 6 or something. Then all of a sudden it'll drop down in price. It's just kind of annoying. I don't know. But is there really that big of a difference between 4 and 5, you know? Like everybody says the best PlayStation, I think is 2. PlayStation 2 was the best one. Just because there was such an improvement from PlayStation 2 and 1, and you know, it was really sturdy and reliable. And then between 2 and 3, it wasn't really that big of a difference, you know. And then 4 is pretty good, and I don't know, you know what I mean? Like there's, but it's like how much better can graphics really get? And I don't know. And now it's like I see my kids playing like old school side scrolling kind of games, you know, the stuff I used to play. So it's like, what's the point, you know? Except for like maybe like a driving game. I do kind of, I want to get like a sim racing, you know, get the whole thing, get a PlayStation, get a racing and do some of that. That seems kind of fun because I can't drive fast here in the Philippines. So I don't know, but like the rally car would be fun, or even some Formula One. Oh, the fight between Tyson and what's his face, Jake Paul? Is that it? It's coming up. I'm actually kind of excited to watch it. I do hope Tyson does what Tyson used to do. I don't know, man, though. He's almost 60, you know? It's kind of hard to... I mean, dude, Tyson looks amazing for his age, but still, it's just like, I don't know. But I think it's going to be pretty decent. And I was like most people, like, what? Oh my gosh, this guy's... But I watched the, was it on Netflix, I think? A little documentary about it. And the dude, Jake Paul, yeah, I think that's his name. He seems to actually respect Tyson, and he's not trying to make himself to be the greatest boxer of all time. I mean, I'm sure, like, he wouldn't mind if, like, oh, he beat Tyson, but he knows that Tyson's older, so it's not the same. But it seems like he said this remark where he's like, my generation, we can't see, we don't get to see Tyson fight. It's all YouTube and old videos and this and that. So this will give a chance for the current generation and even some, older ones that never seen Tyson fight live, whether on TV or in person, be able to watch him, And so it just kind of seems like, it's he has a love for boxing and respects Tyson, and he's trying to do his own thing too, I mean, I don't know. People give him a lot of shit. Like, yeah, he kind of, some of his opponents he's faced have not been, like, I think this would be pretty decent. I don't know. But the thing is, Tyson's so old, man. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to watch it. There's lots of other fighters on the undercards and stuff. So, plus I got Netflix, so I'll be able to watch it. No problem. So, yeah, kind of looking forward to that. It'll be interesting to see how that goes down. Like I said, I hope Tyson... I hope it's a good fight. I don't want Tyson to just knock him out one punch. Because it'd be kind of cool if this Jake Paul dude can actually make a career out of boxing. You know what I mean? And it's like people give him some crap, but it's like it's no different than like, an actor that decides to put out an album. You know what I mean? It's like they're rich and famous. They got the money. They can go and do something else, This dude, yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't like YouTube people getting famous and rich for making stupid videos and uploading them. But, it seems simple, but it's a lot harder than you might think. And so I kind of get it. But, that's the thing is he got to a point in his life where he was, he's rich and this and that. And what he's going to do. And he decided to do some boxing thing. And he got the he got the bug or whatever. He got bit by the boxing bug, So now that's his thing. So I can only pray that something like that happens to me. I keep planning on hooking up with like a guy here to train, so I can kind of train, not to fight, but I just want to get in shape and learn to properly box or kickbox. Maybe this guy does like Muay Thai and kickboxing, but I guess I'm kind of too big for, like, Muay Thai is better for smaller individuals, Indonesian, you know what I mean? So for me to do Muay Thai isn't really right. Like I'd have to do kickboxing. But I don't know. So it's just, I think people don't need to hate on what's his face. So much of his smart ass remarks are just, it's just marketing and stuff like that. So I don't know. I'm excited to watch it. It's on Saturday? This coming next Saturday. So that'll be fun. But anyway, let me know. Let me know what you think. What's your thoughts on Reggie and Bad Boys, or on Tyson and Jake Paul? I think that's his name. I can't. Jake Paul. Jake. Yeah, that's his name. Or what's your thoughts on Dawn of the Dead? I don't know. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. God bless. Go Trump. And see you next time. All right, bye. You just put yourself through another episode of The Objective Jerk. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Please email me at theobjectivejerk@gmail.com. Like, subscribe, comment, wherever you find this, follow. It all helps. But thanks again, and I'll see you next time.